going south the Lord, God of Abraham, to the land that's flowing with milk and honey. They cannot be stopped. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining out so bright, it's supernatural. I am a bulldozer. I carry the sling of David. I'm a lion king. A lion must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky.
Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. This is Biafra Radio, and this is Coastal, the brethren. This evening, we're bringing you the Coastal brethren this evening on Biafra Radio. My name still remains J.C.I, one of the Biafra Radio hosts here. And this evening, I'm going to bring the Mazi, J.C.I, and the Dr. Again, with the comrade as well in the studio here. Are they going to introduce themselves? Because they're on the program. I'm just introducing them to you, Biafrans, and as you can see, their topics are up here, and they're going to be diving into this generic absurdity of a black man and xenophobic, I don't know who is to be blamed, but they're going to dissect into this issue this evening to all of you. And today is the ninth day year of our Lord 2020, which is May 2025. Remember that is the Biafra History Month, and this is 30th of May is around the corner. We almost abandon every negativity as you go forward to do the right thing. Those that have died and paid the ultimate price, we must honor them on 30th of May. And a lot is going to go on. Make sure you download Biafra Radio app and make sure you stay tuned. I will bring them on studio for them to introduce themselves. And we take it from
Good
there.
evening, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, great children of Chukwukika. Welcome you specially for this special day. Thank you, Mazi, George Umeh. Thank you, Barrister Ikechukwu, and all that are behind this scene. There are people who you don't get to see, you don't hear their voices. They're doing everything necessary to make sure that this struggle continues as the Elohim had designed it. There are people you don't get to see, but they're always ensuring that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our great leader, our personal Lord and Savior, to those of us who know who he is and what he represents, continues to march without feeling the evil that the enemy has planned for him. So I welcome you all, and I want to begin by apologizing for last Saturday. I did everything humanly possible to be here, but technology and circumstances beyond my control wouldn't allow me. But I'm happy that we have built a system. We've been able to, within a very short time, we have developed a system that can sustain, can stand even without us. So it's a thing of joy, because those that were here, Wade Jiro, Mazi Solomon, Dr. Oforitse, they did marvelously well. I was so proud of them last Saturday. So you're welcome. Thank you, Mazi George, once more. God bless you. Thank you for the interview yesterday that you pioneered. It was awesome. And we're happy that Elohim has heard our prayers. I want to begin with prayers. Precious Father, we thank you because we've gathered again at your feet. Here is Biafra Radio, where we worship in truth and in spirit. Lord, as we've come tonight, let our gathering be on today, and let this gathering bring glory to your holy name. Let your right hand of righteousness upholding our leader remain firm on him, that at the end, that all the glory will return to you. Lord, may we not speak as mortals. Let's speak as messengers of God. Let's speak as it pleases you. Take all the glory, take all the honor, as we pray in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. He said. For those of you joining us on Facebook, please do well to share. Mazi Oforitse, go to Facebook as well and share. We're live on Facebook as well as we're live on Biafra Radio. By next broadcast, we will come live on TikTok as well. By next broadcast, we'll come on TikTok, and we will be coming on YouTube and all other channels as Elohim grant us grace. So tonight, we have a very serious topic and a very short time to deal with it. We are too used to too much time in the coastal program. That is why when we are given 2 hours, it's as if the time is too short. We are used to 3 hours. In fact, we used to overshoot the 3 hours back in the days, but we have to discipline ourselves. So tonight we are looking at a very, very serious issue that has become a public discourse, a global issue. It's a phenomenon that defines explanation. It's a phenomenon that makes men shed tears when things begin to go the way ought not to, when things begin to move anti-clockwise. it causes pain, tears, and sorrow. Our topic is the generic absurdity of a black man and the xenophobia. In the place of xenophobia, if you'd like, you can put self-hate. We're still talking about the same thing. And the payoff line there, the phrase there says, who is to be blamed? You'll be surprised why I'm calling that the payoff line. This discourse, we situate certain things properly for you to understand that things are not normal. The brain of the black man is not functioning properly. There's a defect in the brain of the black man. Our great leader, Mazi Kano, taught us about what he called what's it called now? The word is just disappeared from my head. That talks about the something tube of the black man. When I remember the word, I'll bring it. So they said that that aspect of the brain of a black man did not open properly, it's not functioning very well. And that is why you see everything happening around us. Anybody comes to feast on us, defecate on us. In fact, they poop in our mouth in Africa because the brain of the black man is not functioning. And the generic thing, it has become something that happens everywhere, a common tradition. So we want to look at that tonight. And I want to introduce my comrades in the house. Mazi Oforitse, can you please unmute and introduce yourself before we proceed? Mazi Oforitse, could you introduce yourself, please? Mazi Solomon, please kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, good evening. My name is Solomon. I am a Biafran. I am from the coastal Biafra, Agbo presiding. Thank you for being in this meeting. God bless you.
Mazi, you're welcome. May Elohim bless you. Mute, bro. God bless you, Mazi. Mute back. Mazi Oforitse, can you introduce yourself? Mazi Oforitse, can you hear me, please? Okay. In the event that he can't hear me or he's battling with his devices, because I could see his pictures clearly here, I will not waste too much of your time. I will delve into the topic of the day as we begin to do justice into these few topics we want to discuss this evening. So in the academia where I come from, there's what we call definition of terms. As researchers, you don't just go into any research without giving us, that's what they call the keywords in your abstract. That is at the bottom of your abstract will contain all the major words that might feature that are prominent in that research work. And in the body of introduction, it is expected that you explain those ways, how they relate to your field or to your discourse. So if we talk about definition here, definition of terms, the most prominent ways we worry about here is absurdity. Because we talk about something that is generic, we talk about something that is generally common to everybody within a particular context. So now, what do I mean by absurdity of a black man? The word absurdity, I don't want you to look at it as something too ambiguous. I want to bring it down to your level of everybody to understand. When something is said to be absurd, what does it mean? It means something ridiculously foolish. When something is absurd, it says to be something that is completely unreasonable. When something is illogical, when something is foolish, when something is contrary to sense, to common sense, when something or a situation is bizarre, we say, this is what? An absurdity. Anything that is out of tone with contemporary reality, with the reality of that age and time of that given epoch, is described to be what? Absorbed. So you could use that word as a verb, you could use it as an adjective, you can use it as a noun. Now, when something is often laughable, laughably stupid, is said to be absorbed. So if you talk about conflict between humans, seeking meaning and finding none, when you look at something you're looking for meaning, you want to explain it, you can't. Because it's not explainable. It's outside the context of common sense. And that is what you see in Africa. Everywhere around Africa lies absurdity, absurd behaviors, bizarre behavior, crazy behavior. When you say something is crazy, it's absurd. When something is nonsensical, it's absurd. So when you begin to see this kind of attitude, a state of idiocy, stupidity, you begin to notice the absurdity in those acts. When somebody begin to put up an attitude that looks like that of a lunatic, you know that, look, this is a state of absurdity. So there are so many ways to qualify this verb or to replace it. It goes in sine qua non with so many other ways that you will come in contact with this night. The greatest absurdity you see around in Africa is the way we behave. The way we behave is absurd. We behave in a very ridiculous manner. I used to quarrel with myself that how could a few Europeans come to Africa and take a whole continent into captivity with little or not much resistance, apart from a few races, like the Biafran race. In case you've forgotten, there was resistance that led to the Anglo-Arab War that lasted for 30-something years, 33 years. It took the British 33 years before they could conquer you and I. They could make war, in case you have forgotten. That's when the British should know what the Igbo man is made of. In the whole of Africa, only 3 races resisted the British. Only 3, few people that could reason a little. The rest in their cowardice. Please permit me, this topic allows me to use ways that are absurd as well. I'm talking about the idiocy of a black man. And if you must understand me, I will not paint ways to tell you how idiotic our people reason. To show you how idiotic we as a people, we as a race, we as a people reason. So you will permit me to borrow some of these ways that I normally talk against. How could the few people came to Africa, take everybody in captivity? And that is why the few that resisted them are enemies. Do you know that any race, any people, any tribe that resisted the British, they're always enemies, international enemies. The British don't allow them to handle power. They are Kasa people. Our cousins in Biafra, they resisted the British. They killed the British. The Igbos killed the British. The Nyoma people with their other hinterland Igbos in the Umeh War killed British. The largest casualty of the Brits in Black World outside Europe took place in Igbo land. Do you see why they hate us so much? That's another political or diplomatic absurdity. How somebody will come from his country, enter another man's country, pick the most useless among them, make them Kotima, make them political leaders to lead the intelligent. That's another absurdity because it favored the white man, where mind is right. So there's so much absurdity around, but today I want to concentrate on the one that has to do with black man. When you read the story of slavery, a few white people went to Namibia, enter a village, raid a village, kidnap every young person, and took them overseas for free labor. Some died on the voyage, on their way. They raped daughter and mother on the same ship to Europe. And you know the most anointing, the first ship that took first set of Africans, conquered, enslaved, captured, kidnapped Africans was called Jesus. If you go to the Vatican till tomorrow morning, if you go to the Vatican, in the compound of the Vatican, you see a boat. You see a caricature, a prototype of the ship that brought Africans to Europe. It's there inside the Vatican, filled with black people. There's a tower in the Vatican. There's a tower you climb when you get to, because everywhere in Europe they build towers. One day I'll talk about the importance of towers. Why does great civilization build towers? I'll tell you one day. It's an assignment Elohim gave me. It's a discovery I've made on my own. So I climbed the tower in the Vatican City. After enjoying the whole place, because I spent almost a whole day in the Vatican doing my little research, interrogating whatever is interrogatable. Make shocking discoveries that your Reverend Father Tansy of blessed memory, that one that is still in the Vatican now, that old man there, they probably would not have made this kind of discoveries. Because is it their fallopian, what did the Onion do call that stuff now? I keep forgetting this word. There's a particular phrase Onion do use about a particular part of the brain of a white man, a black man that is not opened, that is not properly opened. So when I saw certain things, I came back, my perception about Christianity changed from the second I left the Vatican City. That's when I saw the fraud, the robbery done to you as a black man, using slavery, using religion rather. So I saw that ship. They came to a village, raided the whole village, gathered all the young men, put them in a ship and carried it in somewhere. I was wondering, these people, are they normal? Is their brain working at all? I can't imagine somebody will hold gun. The Europeans went to Ghana, built a little army, and used it to conquer almost the whole of Africa. So you will stand there. When I see all these people, all these idiots, these black morons that are in chains, one man, only one, will hold gun, put able-bodied maid in chain. Only him will guide 30 male. Hey, I begin to get mad at these people. What level of stupidity is this? We begin to think about the stupidity of a black man. You will not be able to sleep. About that slave. How could one man with gun hold me with 2, 3, 4 other men and stay alive? It's not possible. All of us will die, so that next generation will live. It's not possible. We will monitor you till one lose guard, one lose moment, you lose guard. All it takes is to carry those chains and hit him, hit where he's holding the gun, hit him until he loses his breath. If you do that to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, others will be afraid. They will know that these people don't want to be enslaved. It's because of the absurdity of a black man. Our brains are not functioning well. Something is wrong with the brain of a black man. That is why in our schools, without cane, nothing works. That is why our children are subjected to flogging. You talk to a white kid, just one instruction, 1 or twice, the text correction. Do that with an African child. What do you get? So talking about the absurdity of a black man, I'm talking about the foolishness of a black man. The imbecility of a black man is, imagine the amount of imbecility. Terrorists are in a country killing people every day. People have lost their homes, left to IDT camp. A group of people who call themselves government officials could not strategize, could not synergize with British intelligence on how to battle, how to arrest the insecurity that made it difficult for him to go home. Some of these men cannot go to their village like they used to travel before. They need 8 to 10 convoys to drive home. They couldn't think about how do I arrest the situation. They went to plan with British, plan with Captain Layang or those that replace her, how to kidnap a man that is crying for justice, a man that is crying for life for his people. That's the only crime of Mazi and the Kano. They went to Kenya and kidnapped him, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, taken from our backyard to kidnap an innocent man. They could not invest this money to arrest terrorists. Is that not absurdity? What else would you call that? What level of imbecility or what level of idiocy is that? How do you equate that level of idiocy? That you went to Kenya to kidnap a man. It didn't stop at British synergizing with, familiarizing with Kenya. Many countries were involved for that crime, that international crime that culminated in catching an innocent man and torture him, a near-death torture. He was paid to be killed, but Elohim preserved him. Is that not absurdity? You have done nothing to arrest criminality that's taking peace away from your home, and you went to Kenya to kidnap a man. What do you call that? What do you call a state where a group of young men enter into a community, kill a man, kill his 4 sons, only one boy, because he was too small, he ran into under the bed unnoticed. They didn't notice him because he was so small, he hid under the bed. They killed his 4 brothers, took his 3 sisters away, killed his mother, took his 3 sisters to the forest, to the bush, where they were raped and they passed from one person to the other. They get back to the children, they don't know the fathers. Then, after 2 years and a half, the same people that came to kill his brothers and his father returned, called repentant, reintegrated into the same society. Nothing has been done. Their house was burnt. His father's house was burnt. Him and a few other people remaining in that village were moved to IDP camp. While they were in IDP camp, the same terrorists that killed come back and say they have repented. And the idiots that call they say government officials will bring them back, change their dress. They have not changed the dress of people they killed. They will change the dress of killers. One governor in the north now is preparing killers to go to Hajj in Saudi Arabia. What do you call that? What level of absurdity is that? This young man that was driven out of home to IDP camp because of terrorists, he saw one of them, because the boys that carried this art came from a nearby village where his elder sister was married to. He used to stay there. So he knew this young man. He knew him one-on-one. He recognized one of the terrorists that came, that killed his father, that unalived his 3 brothers, killed his mother, took his 3 sisters away. After 2 years plus, this boy was taken to IDP camp. After a while, the same army of the same government, sick government, cost government, controlled by foolish, useless people that are called, that have no functional brain, went to bomb the IDP camp where the young man was and said they made a mistake. They bombed the IDP camp. The same boy escaped because Elohim does not want him to die. The night they dropped the bomb, the boy is threw out. He was not killed. To cut the long story short, because the IDP camp had been bombed by Air Force, he was forced to go back to the village. His father's house had been burnt. When he returned to the village, he was staying in another place, another family that knew his parents. His mother's friend took him in. Then he was 11, going to 12 years. It was 9 years when this incident took place. This boy that killed his parents came to the village one day with car, well dressed, and said government has absorbed them as repentant terrorists. He is now a military officer wearing the national colors of the country that is meant to defend him. What level of absurdity is that? What do you call that? The little child saw this boy that killed his parents. Out of trauma, he ran away. He ran. He couldn't stand it. He couldn't explain what happened because he had told a few people that XYZ was involved in killing his parents. He saw him again, a friend of the government now. He saw him again an asset to the nation that was meant to defend him. What do you call that level of absurdity? So the zoo is a place where any manner of anything that's extremely silly is said to be absurd. Any level of madness, lunacy, any form of fatuity, lack of anything that has no meaning whatsoever, you see them in Nigeria. You see them in the zoo. Is that not a shame? That is what I'm talking about the absurdity of a black man. Self-hate. We hate ourselves so much, and it's a shame. We hate ourselves everywhere, left, right, and center. Self-hate everywhere. When people have no love, envy and jealousy, there's so much envy around us. There's so much jealousy around us. If it's not me, nobody should be there. If I don't have it, nobody should have it. These are the things, how the cup of a black man full with absurdity. That is what I'm looking at tonight. Many years ago, when I was a little child in primary school, we used to contribute money to give the ANC in South Africa for South Africans to be free. Many years ago, Jomo Kenyatta, whose son supervised the kidnap of Mazi, an innocent man, his father lived in Enugu. There is Kenyatta Market in Enugu. There is Kenyatta Street in Enugu. He lived here free. We fed him free. We supported him with everything we have. His son masterminded the kidnap of our own brother. Nelson Mandela lived in Enugu. We contributed money to help them. Every country, almost every country in Africa, whether in North Africa, even in Madrid, that is far from them, that's in North Africa, they contributed a lot. All the countries around them opened their borders for all the freedom fighters to come and take share. But today, what is happening? They will wake up and they start killing their own brothers. That is the generic absurdity that is ingrained in the DNA of a black man. Stupidity is inside our DNA, in our blood, in our veins. It runs in there. If not for stupidity, nothing else will promote this level of hate we have among ourselves. If not for generic absurdity, if not for generic stupidity and lunacy, nothing else can encourage this level of stupidity that South Africans are exhibiting now. You are sending Malawi away. Many years ago, your fathers marched to the end of apartheid because of countries like Zimbabwe. They are killing like snakes today. Some orchids. And it's high time Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa, whatever he calls himself, wake up to the challenge. Before we leave, I'm going to give you a list of major companies, South African companies in Nigeria. You should stop patronizing them. Yes, we can't continue encouraging our killers. That is the level of absurdity. There's no good explanation to tell me why an Igbo man should be eating cow. Fulani is killing people every day, and you're giving them money to encourage their trade. It's the same absurdity, foolishness of a black man. There's no reason why an Igbo man should go to Anglican church. The Archbishop authorized the killing of Biafrans. Over 5 million people died. It didn't touch their heart. They didn't remember Christ. They didn't remember heaven to slaughter these people. They brought one idiot and you call him your Archbishop. There's no other reason. It's the same absurdity, the same stupidity of a black man. That somebody will come to your home, kill your father, rape your mother and your sister, and he brings a religion and you embrace that religion. Does that person know God? Is that person worthy to talk about God before you? Is a British qualified to preach Bible as dirty as they are? Who was the head of the church? The same queen that ordered for 5 million people to be killed just because she wants to steal oil. It's the same absurdity of a black man. When I look at the black race, look at everything around us, I begin to cry every day. I don't know how many people reason like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know how many people reason like me, because I'm not happy when I see so many things around me. Why will I embrace our killers? Why will I embrace the enemies of my people, the enemies of my race? Why? Unto what? You want to be a millionaire? How many years do you have more to live on earth? That you don't think about the next generation. Everything about the zoo was designed to waste you as an Igbo man. He said, I be Bini man. Do they know you as Bini man? They know you're an Igbo man. That is why the same shit they give it to you. And they'll come back and tell you are not Igbo, and you will agree. They chased away all the Igbos from civil service, all the Igbos from anywhere that matters, took all our money, give us 20 pounds. That Uzogo, an Igbo man from Enyoma, that he participated. It wasn't even the one that masterminded the coup. The coup was masterminded to free our Yoruba man. The coup was dominated by more of the Yorubas. But the same people will come and tell you are not Igbo, you'll agree. Santo Olise, as tall as he says, he's not an Igbo man. But his name is Olise. Why? Because of all the stupidity of a black man. You see how good he is. How far did he go since he denied whom he is? Even white man, they see you. When you are so stupid and do stupid things, they just know that you are not worthy. They put you where you belong. When I look at everything about us, it runs me crazy. How can Igbo man be supporting Tinubu? That you're a city boy. That you are cursed. Which city? What do you know about city? Where they born you? P2P had won election. The whole world knows that P2P won election. Tinubu went to bribe the Fulanis and took the office. And he has nothing to offer. A brain dead man that has no certificate took office that does not belong to him. Look at all the nonsense he does every day. One idiot still wake up, you want to support him. Is that normal? Does that show you that we're normal? That shows you the level of abnormality in the black man. Look at it. If somebody as educated as Soludo is working against P2B. Had P2B become president since when he won the election, what do you think would have become of Anambra by now? And is it not for any other thing? I'm rest assured that Anambra airport, there will be an built, would have become an international airport because we don't have an international airport in the east. At least by now, I could fly from Heathrow to Anambra instead of stopping in Lagos or Abuja. Pay tax to Lagos. Pay tax to Abuja, to the Northerners. Nothing comes to you. Umeh port is working. They put high tariff on the Umeh port. Why? So that you continue using Tinkan port to import. Is that not the absurdity of the black man? You see how wicked and how evil they are. Tinubu has built another seaport in Lekki. The port in Warri is not working. Calabar is suitable. Akwa Ibom is suitable for deep seaport. Everywhere around the Biafran coast are qualified for seaport. They refuse to build one. Then somebody from this region will go and be supporting such fools. Is that not the level of absurdity? What does that tell you about the absurdity of a black man? That the brain of a black man is not working. So when you look at all this nonsense put together, everything you see is you will lie down on the bed, you're not able to sleep. I don't need they bother you the way it bothers me. You arrested Mazi Nnamdi. He has committed no crime. No governor is speaking. They held the Boho yesterday. Yoruba governor did not allow us to rest until it was released. They are still holding Kanu today and have committed no crime. And those the fools you have in government house are still normal. It does not bother anybody. Somebody is talking about mandates that they don't have. A brain dead sick man that all he does, the only thing he knows how to do is deal. Borrow money, share. Borrow, share. He keeps borrowing. Touch one elephant project. I visited the Butemeta. I saw the rail. The railway station in the Butemeta is global standard. Yes, it's like the kind of things I saw in Europe. The same thing in Kaduna. Same thing in Abuja. National Executive Council has awarded another rail lines now. 2 for the north, 1 for southwest, not for east. No single railway, functional railways in our place. You can't move from Enugu to Calabar on rail. Railway lines started from these houses. The reason why British introduced rail is in 1939 was to move coal from Enugu to Port Harcourt, then to what's it called? Put them in cargo and carry to England. That's where rail lines started. Today, no single one. And one fool, one cosmoron will still say he's supporting such a person. Because Dave Umeh Bata Zama, or Segena Biafra Abiago, in his own village, he own Biafra Abiago because one Bata Zama. The absurdity of a black man is unspeakable. It's indescribable. Our leader is held. The only voice we have. Nobody else can speak. They only pick criminal. The same way British did. And during the days of Kotima, they pick societal rejects, criminals that can obey them and place them in a place of power to control the whole populace. That's what they do now. Come to Ebola. Look at in Imo State. Hope them have removed everything, every trace of monarchy, every trace of decency. Bring only criminals like him and make all of them easy. Every decent essay have been removed in Igbo land, replaced with criminals. We don't have anybody. The only thing, or if not for that woman, through whom God gave us Alesoti, there would have been nobody there. Maybe except Abaribe, or one or two others that still have balls to speak the truth. Then somebody will rise. Soludo will rise and be campaigning against Peter, be his own brother. He does not talk about the development that will come to his space, come to his state, come to his people. No. Because one criminal helped him to get second term. It's a shame. The absurdity in the political cycles, in our economic life, in everything about us is unspeakable. APIS is building aircraft hangar in Lagos. Tomorrow morning, Yoruba will come back and say they want to take back land they sold to him because they're shameless people. They'll sell their father's grave and still come back to take the land and sell to another person. If you build the airport hangar in Enugu, what will happen? Is it not the same way they come there to patronize you that they will be coming to your own place? Must you always be stupid in everything you do? When there was crisis in Sudan, you went to carry people. When there is crisis anywhere, Muslims have problem, you go wrong, go. When they want to give contract, they will not give you. Our people are dying every day in South Africa. I don't know how many he has heard. Come to the case of the South Africans. Their level of these apes, these Ramaphosa apes that are moving around with a hunting stick, hunting human beings, hunting people who get them freedom. This $61 million was coughed out from our oil money to support their freedom. Today, what they pay us back is attack. I was in Enugu last week. I checked into a hotel and the manager, something happened. The floor I was staying was too high. The lift was not working. So I complained, I can't climb this. So if I climb this, you guys will return half of my money. And I was serious. They said they want to call manager. They called the manager. I saw the lady when she spoke from her voice. I asked, are you a Zulu girl? She said, yes. She's a Zulu lady from South Africa. That's why have you lived in South Africa before? So don't worry, it's not important. We are Zulu. So this hotel is owned by a South African. She was lucky I had paid. I said, but you people are killing our people. Hey, there's so much crime. And most of the people are Igbo. I said, shut up. Foreigners in South Africa is just 4%. Foreigners, Italians, the Dutch, the British, the Chinese that are in South Africa, that have taken their land, took over 70 to 80% of their land and resources. Foreigners has more than 95% of their economy. You have not bothered about that. Today, they are instigating you to go and kill your brothers who helped you. Do you know what that means? The white in South Africa, you will come for them. Mark my words. This is not ordinary. Because of the stupidity of a black man, any little trigger, they will go ahead and start fighting. Their president is behind it. If not, what will police support? What has he done to stop it? If Ramaphosa, whatever, is it Ramaphosa or Ramaphosa, anything you call yourself, at least there's a Rama and there's a sa inside. You can join it and pronounce it anyhow you like. If you do not bring those people to justice and do reparation, Africa will come for you. Africa will rise against South Africa. And this white pushing you from behind, because these are neo-colonialist ways, ideologies, that's the way they roll. In 1969, when Ghana did Nigeria Must Go, it was the whites that did it. All these are attack against Pan-Africanism. They don't want Africa to unite. You need visa to go to South Africa from Zimbabwe. You need visa to go to Egypt from Eritrea. You don't need visa anywhere in Europe. At least you know, last year I traversed 10 European countries. I didn't even remember that Vatican is a sovereign enclave. If I count Vatican, that's 11 countries. Immigration didn't stop me at any point, as long as you are still within the Eurozone. My passport will not stamp more than 2 places. In that journey that traversed 11 European countries. They have common border. You don't notice when you move from Spain to Portugal. No. They don't physical, no boundary. There's nothing like welcome to Portugal. That's how beautiful they are. They see themselves as one. You drive from Germany to France. You won't know from France to Germany. You won't know when you cross the border because they have no borders. But in Africa, you can't move from Lagos to Benin Republic. You see hell. You meet 360 immigration. Search upon search. Why? The absurdity of a black man. Stupidity runs in their blood. So it's easy to divide you, to conquer you. It's easy to divide you, to turn you to piecemeal. It's easy to divide you. You speak the same language. You don't see yourself as one because somebody has drawn a border for you because of your stupidity. Where in the world does that happen? You have Yoruba in Togo, have Yoruba in Benin, have Yoruba in Nigeria. Why can't they form a country, a stronger country? They are turned to slave everywhere, divided into pieces and made slaves. Do they have plans to unite? They can never. How can they when they are so divided? But Fulani can welcome Fulani anywhere in the world. There are Fulanis that were brought into the zoo to kill you. They speak French. They can't speak English. They can't even speak the Fufude. They don't understand Fulani language. But when they see Fulani, they know this one is our own. Is allowed to come in. So we see that the absurdity of a black man is taking serious toll on we as a people. You are speaking Igbo. Your name is Igbo. Your village name is Igbo. You still say you are not Igbo. Absurdity of what? Stupidity. The idiocy in the thinking faculty of a black man is appalling. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, South Africa is killing all he wants to kill. You don't look back, it doesn't concern you. You forgot that these people you're killing were your helpers yesterday. Let me bring in my brothers and my sisters that are here with me to look at these things dispassionately. Mazi Oforitse, please, could you kindly unmute yourself and dig into this topic in any way you can? Mazi Oforitse, are you ready now? Okay, Mazi Solomon, please, Mazi Solomon, can you unmute yourself and do justice to this topic? There will Mazi.
Hello, Mazi, good evening. You have spoken so much and very related. It's like you compiled both last week and this week together. You spoke so much. It's true, you said so many things, but I have to start for some little points you said. You talk of the terrorism in Nigeria and the way they inculcate them back to the society. Mazi, the thing is like the black terrorists are working for the colonial master, which is the Britain. It's their soldiers. Because if you see it, when a terrorist kills a lot of people, a lot of people, and this not just killing, people run from their homeland, sometimes some flee to Europe, and took asylum and so many things. Even the Europe sometimes deny this victim. You understand? And now this same terrorist is not the military. It's win-win. You understand? Fight for me as a soldier for Britain. After finishing, I will handle you to the government. Then the government will put you in and pay you some money after I pay. It's win-win. It's only the victim remain victim for life, which why we are fighting. And you talk about the British Anglicans. As I'm talking to you, the Christian genocide that is going on in the world now, I would say it's only the American Christian, the churches in America that is pushing. The Britain don't care. They don't care if the Europe don't care. They don't care. I know when you are fighting for Biafra, you start having so many encounter problems in Europe. I'm telling you the truth. I'm in Europe. I will tell you. As a Biafran, Europe want to tag you a terrorist, but they don't have the balls. They don't have the capacity because of the way IPOB is being diplomatic. The diplomatic move of IPOB. If IPOB is not strong, Europe could have tagged IPOB a terrorist the way Nigeria do. But Europe is watching the America because the America did not make that move, so they are like they can't make those moves. You understand? This is colonial master we are talking about. I remember when I was staying in Germany. The characters in Germany told me, Solomon, we know what you are fighting. You are fighting for Biafra. But consider us that if Biafra come with Germany be, we are eating from you. We make it so that our people will be rich. Yeah, they told me. They didn't hide it anymore. You understand? So you are talking of people interest is a decade line, over 100 years. They are eating from the Biafra for free. But the problem is not just eating for Biafra, they are killing us. We give them food, they came with a smile. We give them food, we give them everything, we give them water, we show them our land. But they hold the gun and they hold the gun on the other side. And as we are telling them the water, the land, the landscape, they are using the gun to shoot us down. This is the truth. So you see, you spoke about our brothers betraying themselves. My dear, you know, Africa, we fight for our stomach. This is the truth of the matter. I'm telling you the plain truth. As I'm here now, an African man is trying to pull us. As I'm a Biafra. He want to help the colonial master to smooth the game. He want to pull us down. Oh, Biafra, they are terrorists. Yes, they are the one destroying Nigeria. They are terrorists, so that the white man will love him. This is African people for you. Stomach. Nobody has the balls. I'm telling you, if not IPOB that stood his ground, forget, there is no black man that can stand his ground. Mazi Nadikano has trained us like we have to speak the truth no matter what. Black man does stood their ground. When you give them money, or you not just money, threaten them, just give them, I will not give you job again. I will sit, forget it. Black man will turn around. Obi Kobana, do you know why he's doing all this nonsense he's doing? It's economic interest. Do you know he has some things? Do you know last year Nigeria was destroying some of the property in Abuja? For keep it quiet. Obi Kobana guest house, the hotel in Abuja was destroyed, was diminished by this Tinubu government. He's just trying to please his master, to regain himself, or to have some oil well for himself. God bless us with a leader, which is Mazi Nadikano, that stood his ground no matter what, and IPOB that stand. IPOB is a blessing to this generation. It's God that sent us to this generation. We are the one reshaping Africa. Africa are all weak. Yeah, we are weak. Africa is weak. This is not about, they can't speak, they can't talk. When they see their brother speaking, they rather find a way to put the brother down. This is Africa, the DNA of an African man. If you want to know a proper DNA of African man, there's a movie called Django. I don't know if you know the movie. Django.
Yes.
Have you watched it?
No, not at all, not yet.
If you watch that movie, you will shed tears for an African man. When a white man was trying to free the black people for slavery, then it get to a point the white man went to with the black guy. So there are so many blacks, there are black slaves over there. So the black man, the white man have to, like the Englishman, have to like put, because it's his brother European, you understand? You have to find a way, like, I want to buy this slave. I want to buy this slave. I want him to be my wife, as in to be my slave. Then the man want to free him. You understand? The black man that is working in with the white man, after the white man has agreed to sell to the fellow white man, the other black man that is working with the white man, when the black slave was, there's people called happy slave. There are people in this world, they are called happy slave. They're happy they are slave. They can spy their brothers, they can lie, you understand, to get their way. You understand?
Not just and family.
Yeah, you see, he told the white man the deal is already signed and sealed. Because they give the white man the girl to sleep with him. So when the girl got there to the room, he discovered that he saw his husband, which is Django. He's a black man. You understand? The white man don't want to sleep with him. He want to buy it from the other slave master to give to the husband. You understand? Then there is a black man working with the other slave master, happy slave, that told the white man, is a lie. This deal is fash. They want to buy it and free the slave. They don't want to sleep with him. I'm telling you. It results to a gun shooting. At the end of the day, the white man, the Englishman, died. He paid with his life. I'm telling you how black people betray themselves. Black man, when you see a black man, the mind is so, I'm sorry to say, it's darker dark.
Down his skin. You're right. I agree with you.
Even the slave master, they don't even do evil like a black man do evil. Black man is wicked. Anything you give a black man to do, or a slave master give a black man to do, he will do it more than what even the slave master told him to do. When the white man is coming to Africa, who helped them? It's not the black man.
Yes.
It's the black man. This is what we are designed. We are wickedly designed. Even when Mazi was in Europe, did you see any white man kidnap Mazi? Even when they have the plan, their interest is at stake. Did they kidnap him?
Never.
Why did he go to Africa? Africa kidnap him. To tell you that the white man don't understand the character of a black man. Give them money, they will sell their fathers. It was in Europe. I was in Germany where Mazi came to Munich. He was shot down. He went to different country. Nobody kidnapped him. In Europe. Even when he was going to Africa, they told him that, man, you are living free life here. If you go there, it's a different ball game. It's a bit different. Even the white people who told him, I remember some broadcast somebody was say, let them come now. You understand? There was a warning, but black man is black man. Give them a peanut. There is nothing to, they are nobody. This is the truth. Slavery could have not occurred if black man did not support it. That's why Asari Tokubo was boasting that he saw his king in Kingsmen. Have you not seen Asari Tokubo boasting? I saw my grandfather said the Igbo people during the slave time. This is black people for you. This is the truth. We have to like rewash. The freedom Mazi is fighting is a freedom for all black people. But you see black people against this freedom, betraying one another in this freedom. Who kept him in the prison is not black man. Who judge with a repeat law is it not black man? No, this is black human being. I've studied them. I'm a black. I'm Africa. But I'm telling you, these people, the character of a black man is something else.
Mazi, wonderful. You have nipped that on the board. A black man is a black man. No matter where you take them to. God bless you. I appreciate that. I will come back to you again. Let's see. Mazi Oforitse. Mazi Oforitse, are you in the house now? Are you ready to speak to us? Mazi Oforitse, could you unmute yourself and speak?
Yes, thank you, Mazi J.C.I. Just unfortunate. I've been battling with my network.
Now, is it in Palaka? There's what people call in Palaka. Palaka,
that's what we would have called Shakabula. Shakabula light. This is black zone. Black zone.
Okay, is that allowed? Go ahead.
It's black zone. Black zone. Black territory.
Is it because of our topic here? This absurd. How will you carry light like this on the live broadcast? Is that not absurd?
It's the stark reality. It's the stark reality. No matter how monkey try to modify himself, his tail will still be there. No matter how, like wear the monkey shirt, the tail will still show somehow. So the zoo that we are, it's supposed to be a beautiful place. But some people have decided to make it a dark location. Imagine if you see the way I'm moving about with my phone, looking for where network is, as if I'm looking for Congo meat in the forest. Now network they look for. I don't move apart like say I they look for Congo meat. Which day this thing go stop?
It will stop. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming.
Let it come so soon. Oh. Let it come so soon. It should come now. Yes, I'm Mazi Oghenevoke Oforitse Santos. By the order of our leader, the Pontifex Maximus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, and the only rally point of the restoration of Biafra. By his authority, by his grace, I remain the Zoo National Coordinator. But by the shenanigans of the SDOS, by their purported memo, they claim they have relieved me of my office. But by the standard of IPOB Code of Conduct, I still remain the Zoo National Coordinator. Anybody that is currently occupying that office is an imposter. Take it or leave it. So we are here to tell the world what we know about ourselves. And one thing we know about ourselves, we are born free. We are free people. We are not supposed to be enslaved. We are not supposed to be governed. We are not supposed to be repressed. We are not supposed to be oppressed. We are born free. And that is why we are whom we are. If when others have given up, the Yoruba may have given up to the Fulani, for the Fulani to subjugate them, to have dominion over them. But we remain faithful to the word of Elohim, Elohim, Oghenevoke, Okiki Abiama, who said, go and dominate the earth. Go and replenish the earth. And the one good race that has obeyed that instruction is the people of Yahushua, the people of Israel. They all across the globe, you see them dominating. Oh my God.
Mazi, your voice has ceased. Mazi Oforitse. Mazi, though we can still see you, but we can't hear you again. Mazi Solomon, can you hear him from your end?
No,
Can you hear him?
I cannot hear him. It's Black Nation. So what did you expect?
So it's allowed, it's normal. Are you saying that this level of absurdity is understandable?
Nigeria is like living the babu, a monkey. You understand? This is something that the government could have fixed. You are paying for airtime, but they don't give you the airtime. The other day I saw them interviewing the man from PHC head that why are you giving people bill when you did not give them light? He said, even though it's 1 hour I gave you light, you do something, I will give you a normal bill. This is Nigeria. It's only happen in Nigeria. Yeah, you consume what you pay for what you use. Do you understand? And I don't know the last time I say up NEPA here. Oh no, sorry. I've never had that.
It's a shame. Anyway, before Mazi Oforitse comes back, Mazi Solomon, I want to ask you, and if we are to compare and contrast what is happening right now in South Africa, Mazi Oforitse, as soon as you can hear me, please indicate so that I'll allow you to continue. Now, in South Africa, I put up a picture. If you check our page, the COSA conference page, you will see a picture of Chinese, Japanese, Italians, Dutch, representing South Africa in math competition. But the indigenous blacks, the only thing they know how to do is they're very lazy things. So if you go to South Africa and see these lazy things that are killing people who fought for them, very lazy. They have nothing to offer. They're so lazy, they can't even walk. These people making this kind of nonsense, this rubbish they're doing now. Theirs is to go around to fight their own brothers. The whites take their national cake. The white took their land. The white controls their economy. And all they do is to go around chasing away their own fellow black. Mazi Solomon, apart from the word absurdity, imbecility, stupidity, or idiocy, how else could you describe what South Africans are doing currently?
Mazi, the problem is this. The Black nation, we don't have a unified voice that speak. You understand? You know, they wanted to do it to the white people before, when they start seizing their farmlands. You understand? Then the president of America sanctioned South Africa because he stood for all white people. Donald Trump, you understand? And South
Yes.
Africa resisted from that and turned to his brother. And now South Africa is doing this thing. Who is speaking? Did you see the African Union came out, Africa AU came out and condemn it? No. Nobody is speaking. You understand? It will always continue. This is
Now, Mazi, hold on. Mazi, hold on. You're answering a question I'm asking, but you're not answering directly. I ask
okay.
in this topic, who is to be blamed? You are bringing one of those people that to be blamed. Lack of leadership in Africa is to be blamed. Lack
That's
of
true.
leadership in South Africa is to be blamed. If there are leaders, if truly there are leaders in South Africa, this never would have happened. This rubbish, this ineptitude, this imbecility, this level of idiocy never would have lasted for 72 hours if there is a government.
You remember
So
this man is the one that took Israel to ICC court.
I know.
He took Israel to ICC court for Israel. He accused Israel of genocide against children.
He's a British slave.
Yeah, he is the one committing a genocide against black in his country. To tell you there is no government there.
There's no government. He's the owner of MTN. Because of him, my MTN line is irritating me. He's the owner of MTN. Because of him, I no longer go to ShopRite. Because of him, I used to go to use Protea Hotel. I've patronized Protea Hotel in Lekki countless times. Because of him, I no longer go there. I no longer go to such places. Like I told you, I was hot last week. I walked into a hotel somewhere in the east, and it was owned by Zulus of South Africa. These people perpetuating this heinous crime, this crime against man, wickedness of man to man. These people perpetuating this rubbish. There are businesses everywhere. South Africans are in large numbers in Nigeria, in case you don't know, even in eastern Nigeria. They're everywhere. South Africans are in so many places in Africa in large numbers. The number of South Africans in Ghana, if you get to know the figure, you won't believe it. And yet, they're sending the urchins, the jobless, hungry idiots. These fools doing this nonsense in South Africa, they're synonymous to those Omonile in Lagos. You know Omonile? Alama Jerez in the north. You can send them to do anything for thinkable. They will go and kill, waste life. They can foment trouble just for a peanut. So who is to be blamed?
And the two people is to be blamed. One, the government of South Africa is first of all to be held responsible, because if he did not support it, he could have stopped it, because they have a good security operative in South Africa. But what I'm seeing sometimes, some of the xenophobia that is going on, the security would join them to do it. That is, the government have an hand to it. Now he has passed the level of the government. So then the AU, African Union, have to come in to sanction the government and sue the government. But where is the AU? It's sleeping. This is what we say. We don't have leaders in Africa. Nobody speaks for anybody. That's why they are all of them put together. They hate Mazi Kanu because they are seen as a rival. They are seeing Biafra as a rival, that Biafra is the one that stood up, that everybody is looking to, so they don't like it. You understand? We have this Africa problem of Africa don't have a leader. We don't have nobody speaking for us. We're on our own. This is the truth.
It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so painful. It's a shame that Africa has no leaders. And the only leader that there any few people that came up to lead in Africa were wasted by the West. Now, I would like to add, I'd like to tell you that it was designed by the colonialists.
That's true.
to perpetuate Africa in bondage, because um, the whites didn't bring civilization to Africa. In case if you have forgotten, I will remind you
No.
that civilization in Africa started in Egypt according to the Western theory. I'm a sociopolitical philosopher and I'm a researcher of international repute. In some of my latest works, I've started selling the idea to the world. Civilization actually started in Igbo land.
Yep.
Because in anthropology, we're meant to understand that life started because there was only two phases, two stages of life during the era of survival of the fittest. I've often talked about it on air. That is the Homo, what's it called? Australopithecus boise and Australopithecus africanus. These were the only two species that survived. And the Australopithecus africanus was found is that the origin is in Ibuku in Enugu State. That's why we're called Ndibo. We're the ancient people. In my latest research again, I found out that all the disciples of Yeshua, all the disciples of Jesus were black. Jesus was a black man. Virgin Mary was a black man. I saw her picture in the Vatican, black. The picture of Virgin. Okay, so these are
the original copy. The Vatican in 2022, the president, the prime minister of Italy, at the Christmas gathering, he used the black baby. You understand? The Vatican have the original. We are people, we know ourselves. But the thing is that paintings, they use paintings as a way, coloring as a way of colonization. And the first movie, the problem is the first movie of Jesus Christ was orchestrated by a white man. And that movie sink into our people's heads today. You understand? That's why when you dream, you see a black man, you go and pray again.
Yeah. His ancestors, demons that get to you.
Mental, that's called psychology colonization.
Yeah.
They have till today, there are some things I cannot discuss with my fellow black people, because sometimes, like what you are saying now, if I discuss it with my fellow black people, they will be seeing me that this one don't know it, they talk is from another world. You understand? I just keep calm because they don't know anything. They only know what their pastor preach. Even the pastor did not know what he's preaching. But
the pastors in Nigeria, all the pastors in Africa are preaching rubbish. They're preaching lies. Do you know that the book that we read in Africa is the one that they allow us, the one that the Roman Empire allows you? The King James Bible given to you is corrupt. If I say it now, fellow pastors will fight me. They don't know what I know. If you want, the original Bible has about 100 books. They give you 66. They remove the books, the one that will benefit you. Then went to alter, they altered the Bible. This King James you read is slave Bible. It's designed for slaves. Slaves, obey your masters. It's not in the original Bible. I went to Geneva. I went to the biggest bookshop in Geneva because I was looking for 2 Bibles. Before I ordered, I told my daughter in the US to buy it for me, because I later found out that those 2 Bibles are in Amazon. I was looking for the Ethiopian Bible. The original Ethiopian Bible is the original Bible. Okay? That's about 99 books. I was looking for the Geneva Bible. So because of the word Geneva, unquote, I went to Geneva. When I got to Geneva, I checked in Google. I saw about 3 or 4 biggest bookshops in Geneva. I went to the biggest bookshop in Geneva and I told them I want to buy Geneva Bible. The guy was laughing at me. The guy said they don't have it. So are you serious? Said they don't even print it in Geneva. They print it in the UK, they sell it in the US. He said, if I want, I should pay. They will order it for me. So I was like, you order it from US, send it to me in Africa, and I will pay for those. I said, don't worry. I'll buy it in Amazon myself. Because I was going for a UN conference in 2-3 months away from when I was in Geneva for that. That's where you have the original books, the original manuscript. So in Africa, everything given to us is doctored. It's done to manipulate, to control the way we reason. Back to whom do you blame for the ineptitude, for the idiocy, for the foolishness, for the stupidity of a black man? Whom do you blame? Now, I want to cite a few examples before you draw your conclusion. There are no leaders in Africa like you highlighted. I agree with you, but I want to point some things. I'm not giving you reason why. I'm not justifying them. I just want us to, situate and look at these things dispassionately. The few leaders in Africa that dared to speak were killed. Are you aware?
I'm very aware.
From Burkina Faso to DRC Congo, to Ghana, to everywhere you had true leaders in Africa, they were all assassinated. Today, the greatest leader in Africa, the greatest man alive, the wisest man, the most compassionate black man. I'm not saying it for anybody to like me. I bet him, I've encountered him. MNK is one of the most compassionate black men that is still breathing. He was kidnapped by the Brits. Do you know that it's not the zoo that jailed Onion the job at, because he suits Tinubu, what they call it, what they call them, the imperialistic principles, and he allows them to steal, encourages their stealing, their looting. If not, it's not them that jailed MNK, it's the Brits. Before the shenanigan, they call judgment, the court case. Now I was always with him. 24 hours to that nonsense pronouncement. I spent the full day with him. And he told me, before he made that statement in court, he told me that it's the British the British have told the zoo to jail him. And that's not what they want to do. And that man, I don't know how God created him. It does not fear, it does not shake for 1 second. He holds his belief so dearly. And I know, look, that man is a man everybody need to meet him. If you have not met him, go and meet him. Not just you follow crowd, enter, come out. Make out time, go around him. Talk to him in a very relaxed mood. Spend time with him. There's too much light around him. You don't go close to him and can continue to walk in darkness, except you are evil yourself. So who is to be blamed? From Patrick Lumumba that was dissolved with the chemical. There's a story. There are two stories in the past that still haunt me. There's one South African lady, one girl that was caught in South Africa many years ago, taken to London. They were using her to do shows. She has a very funny, unique, big buttocks. They will put her in a place naked, doing show, collecting money. They will round people up to go and have sex with her and collect money on her till they infected her and she died of disease. They dismembered her body, put her brain in chemical. They just did all manner of rubbish with him because the absurdity of the white man too, because everything that they do to you is what you allow. It's what you subject yourself to. There's a saying that you are dressed the way you dress. When you come, you have no value for yourself. Look at what is happening in the zoo now. It's traced to what Yorubas do. Many of you don't understand that xenophobia in South Africa is connected to Yoruba burning of Igbo properties in Lagos. The same thing that happened to the Jews leading to Holocaust. The Jews were envied. The Jews took over the whole economic system, the whole of Europe. Most Germans are Jews. Most most billionaires in Germany are Jews. In America, the Jews have the largest number of billionaires. The Jews have the largest number of people who have won Nobel Prize. They're very intelligent people, just like the Igbo race. Because many of you are not aware that the Jews are Igbos. What we call Hebrew is Igbo. They speak Igbo language in heaven. For those who know that we are the Jews, we are the indigenous people, we are the Igbo people. Thank God Israel is realizing that. And imagine when we synergize, what will happen? So you see, the same thing that happened to the Jews. They were envied. Anywhere they went to, they prospered. And prosperity brings envy. Mazi, let me tell you for free. If nobody is envying you, you are not prospering. If nobody envies you, you are not making any point. You're not making any mark. Joseph was envied. Why? He was always dreaming. He had good fortune. Things were working for him. They envied Jacob. He dug a well, they took it from him. He dug another one, they took it from him. That's the thing they did to us in Lagos. We build a house, they'll take the house. Break the shop. Take everything, take the farm. It's envy. The same trajectory that the Jews passed through is what we found ourselves today. The merchandise of Venice, that's one house seized by the Italian government. Onyeukwu went there a while ago. Was built by a Jewish man. So look at what happened today.
I'll be there. Of Venice. Okay. I'll be there. Venice is close to me.
I do remember. I went to 5 Italian cities last year. I do remember I would have gone there. I went to Florence. I went to Milan. I went to Genova. I went to Toscano. Where is on a few other places. I didn't remember that particular place. I would have visited it. Now, all this envy, what does it boil down to? At the end, there was a Holocaust. What was killed in Holocaust is not up to the number of people killed in Biafran genocide. Why? Because of your glory. They said that if there's no fruit in a tree, children know they throw stick on it. If you see everybody talking about you every time, then it means you have something. There's something around you. You need to protect it. You need to guide it jealously. Whom do we blame in all this and all the foolishness of a black man? Well, was black man created to be foolish? The answer is no. We started the first form of democracy known to man. The Ionians, Western civilization started in Greece. It was the Ionians that traveled to Egypt to go and learn. In case you've forgotten, the people that occupy Egypt today are not the original Egyptians. The original Kemet are black people. All the early pharaohs were black. That is why you see all the mummies, all these things you see in Egypt, all of them, they remove their nose so that you won't be able to identify that this is a black nose. You know how the white man nose is. That's why they did all that rubbish. They killed indigenous people and brought Arabs. That was the agenda, Catron Leanc and Buhari agenda for the Igbo race. That's why they brought the criminal, called Hope Uzodinma, brought Asari Dokubo to be killing. They wanted to wipe out the Igbo race. They want to kill that. You won't be able to come home again. But Elohim is bigger than them. Mike Arnold just passed a message yesterday. People didn't understand. It wasn't his message he delivered. Mike Arnold had told you that Biafra is coming. It wasn't his own. It was not being speculative. No. He just delivered a message. A decision had been taken somewhere. We are going home. Mazi, only one thing hurts me. These people misbehaving today. I beg them to go and reconcile because I know that we will go home. Elohim has spoken. Mazi, you want to say something? Mazi Solomon.
Yeah, you are right. Everything you are saying, you are right. While I was in Nigeria, I read geography and regional planning. So when I came to Europe, I studied more about this. Over my teacher in Germany that time taught me many things. He taught me like when the first book, the first translation of the Bible was translated in Germany, and it was before they translated, they killed so many people that want to bring it. But after the government have come in and monitor the book, like to know what to put and what not to put, to suit them. You understand? That was my teacher, or my language teacher in Germany taught me that even before in Germany they are telling them if somebody die, it's to the extent if somebody die, you bring your corpse to the priest. If you are very rich, the corpse will ask you to pay money. When you pay money to the priest, he say we pray to them. He will pray for the corpse to go to heaven, first class heaven. There is a first class heaven. There is second class heaven. In Europe,
and there's third class heaven. There are 3 heavens.
Depend how you have money. If you are from the rich home, you pay the priest money. Then they will pray for the corpse, the course will make it to first class. It depends on your money. There will be AC, everything will be. I'm telling you, Europe suffer it. My teacher was teaching me, was laughing. He said, "This is what we suffer here. Don't think it's only you." But till we're able to break it, like the Italian, there's somebody in Florence that is Venice. No, Toscana. The Toscana you went to.
Yes.
There's an activist in Toscana that said everybody should reason. We should talk about scientists. Should not be looking about this prophet bishop telling us there is one big guy in heaven standing there, seeing everybody. You understand? He's the one that bring the revolution of Europe, that make France revolution came out, even the British Revolution and everywhere. So Europe now embrace in scientists instead of philosophy. You understand? This is what is going on. Europe suffered this thing we are suffering. Religion is a disease, we know. But in Africa, I don't know what is going on in Africa. You don't always blame the European, We ourselves, this is what IPOB is doing. We have to pull ourselves out of it. Because those that fought in Europe, when they told me the story, many was killed the way we were killed. Because this whole thing this shenanigan that is going on in Africa, this whole shenanigan, that when bad thing happen, instead of you to all the government responsible, they will tell you to is God or you blame devil. It's an escape route.
Yes.
And this escape route.
Continue. Yes, I can hear you.
And this escape route of blaming devil will not allow the citizen to hold the government responsible. You understand?
Yes.
Like
there's no devil anywhere. What you call God?
Somebody is responsible for making you to have electricity.
Government of the day is God. That heaven you hear is Europe. Is Europe. They come to the jungle and pick resources to beautify the garden. So we need to wake up and change the narrative, and that's the very reason why they don't want Biafra to come, but Biafra will come. Biafra has already come. We have persevered unto death. Bible says that we have resisted unto death. So in Biafra, we have resisted unto death. Biafra is coming, and we're going to build Biafra. I've been saying this in 2021, that we're going to build a nation that even black man will be proud of. Black man will be coming for holiday. You see the way they network in the whole of Europe for holiday. When I went to Europe last year, wasn't even summer. There's no city you go to, you don't see holiday makers. When I went to Spain, Sevilla is a hot place. You see people coming from Finland, Norway, Sweden, those places close to North Pole. There are different types of white in Europe. Those people wear white, they are white in color. You know what I mean? Now, they're not this Spanish, they're all color tuned. All those Dutch, they're tuned. But this one will come from up Europe where they know they see sun. They enter plane to Spain, to Sevilla, to just come and collect sun. I met one lady there who was she told me she only came here to receive sun. The last time she came there was 3 years ago. So since 3 years ago, she has not seen sun. So she told me that we are blessed in Africa that we have sun. When she mentioned her country, said she has not feel sun the way we feel it. That's the reason she came to Sevilla. You go to everywhere, go Belgium, everywhere you go to see different people, tourists everywhere. People come to tour, relax themselves, catch cruise, unwind. But in Africa, before you think about your children rent, finish your house rent, enter school fees, enter this one, enter the when will you have time to rest? When will you see money to meet up? That's why we pray the more. That's why we fast the more. And that's why they use All these big churches are instrument of neo-colonialists. They use it to hold the people down. They don't want it to be free. You see, Adeboye is preaching now that God has chosen the next president, which is the killers that they brought. Yes.
Political president.
All the people killed by Buhari, all the people killed by Tinubu now, because Tinubu came to continue where Buhari stopped in killing with terror.
I'm Buhari.
So all the people that they've killed, certain pastors will participate. Mbaka will account for them because Mbaka brought in Hope Uzodinma, brought in Buhari, the killer, chased Jonathan away. They'll participate. Adeboye will participate. He brought in Buhari with the promise of a vice president. Kumuyi said that there was anybody that was supporting publicly, that they were supporting secretly. All of these people, they are complicit to all the genocide. Now we're talking about Christian genocide. Nobody's talking. But they don't know that all these people are complicit to it.
No.
Mazi Oforitse, do you want to join through the platform?
Apart from the American Christian, the black is not talking nothing about it.
Yeah.
What I've seen, I've observed, apart from the American. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, Mazi. Mazi Oforitse said that his network could not carry the studio. So I'm bringing him in on voice. Mazi Oforitse, can you hear us?
Very much. I can hear you
okay.
Loud and clear, and I hope you too, you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, we do. Mazi Solomon, can you hear Oforitse?
Very clear, very clear. I can hear him loud and clear.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to give him 5 minutes before we round up because our time is almost we're almost on top of the hour. So, Mazi Oforitse, please, sorry about the glitches and the network disappointment. That's what we're talking about, the absurdity of a black man, the absurdity of a government headed by criminals who don't care about their people. So that's what you get. So in 5 minutes, Mazi Oforitse, can you make a summation? Can you give us a summary of what you got to say about the generic absurdity of a black man, the xenophobia, self-hate, and who do you think should take responsibility for this mess? 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, J.C.I. Thank you. I appreciate every lovers of freedom, particularly members of the one big family, IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, that the world recognized as a freedom fighting organization that employed peaceful means to agitate for the self-realization of its people. It's never a terrorist organization. It is what you call the absurdity of the black man that made the zoo to proscribe a people and a group of people, not just a people groups. You just wake up one day and just announce them. They proscribe them as a terrorist organization. What an absurdity. It's a very terrible thing to come to experience. It's a very terrible experience. And I think we are going to fight hard to deal with the root cause of this absurdity. And when you look at the root cause, the remote engineering that brought about the proscription of IPOB, it was the political class, the political elite of the Igbo extraction of the indigenous people of Biafra. They were the people that were feeling unsafe, feeling insecure. It is in the bid to protect their estate, their political estate. That is how it works. If you give me 20 hours to deliberate on this, I will not stop. 1 second, I wouldn't stop. But I will try as much as possible to dissect the system of the absurdity of the black man from every direction. Is it xenophobia? Is it let it be kilophobia or terrophobia or Islamophobia or what have you? This kind of a situation whereby a fellow human being will begin to see his neighbor as a threat to his existence when that neighbor has done nothing to be a threat to you. It's just for live and let's live. That is what is called humanity. But in a situation where you feel you are the one that deserve to live and your next neighbor does not deserve to live, it is no longer you yourself that is trying to live at the expense of your neighbor. You are no longer a human being. You are nothing but a beast. And that was why caused Nebuchadnezzar to walk into the forest as a beast. This is the beast you have, because he is living as a beast. The moment you extend your control, territorial control beyond your reach, you are asked to have dominion over the sea, have dominion over the animals, have the dominion over the ecosystem. You're willing to have dominion over your fellow man. And this was what Joshua Mazi warned his followers. Don't be like these people. Don't lord it over your brothers. Oh my God. But today, the question is being asked, Cain, where is your brother? In everywhere, that question re-echoes. In South Africa, that question re-echoes. Cain, where is your brother? In Biafra land, that question re-echoes to the political elite. Cain, who's Otima? Told them for me, where is your brother? Oh my God, where is your brother? This question keep re-echoing. The scenario of Cain and Abel keep echoing, keep re-echoing in every human society. It's a generic sign. All these things we are saying about the black man, I know that is the stark reality we have today. We are only dissecting it, looking at the skin, the surface skin. If you bring a white man and you bring a black man, you take a razor blade to skin them, there will be no difference. It is the same white man, it is the same black man. What makes them different is their mental reasoning. The man that is so heartless, that is so satanic, that is so demonic, that is so devilish, is the man that feel insecure in the presence of his own brother. And when you feel insecure in the presence of your own brother, the first thing that comes into your mind is either it is physical assault you will give to your neighbor, your brother, or you will give him a mental assault. If you see that you will need him to achieve your purpose, you will convert him to be your slave. And that was what has happened to the territory of Akabulan, Africa, the blessed continent, the blessed continent, the continent that Oghenevoke has blessed beyond measure, where the gold is deposited, where the oil is deposited, where the rich soil, black soil is deposited. Rich, fertilized black soil, fertilized red soil is deposited. It's Africa. That blessing, instead of the white, the European continent, to see his brother Abel, who is tilling the ground, who is laboring, instead of him to as a partner, you now convert. You convert. Can convert. You can ask to convert Abel in the wrong way. Instead of you to collaborate with Abel, how did you make it? How did you get here? Can I collaborate with you? Can we do things together? Instead of doing that, it converted it into envy. It converted it into hatred. And then it metamorphosed into murder. It is not only in South Africa that this thing is being done. It's only resurfacing in South Africa in the most absurd way. Because it seems that even the South Africa are more oppressed than than we Biafrans. We still have some parcel of land to farm. We can still call ours our land. Though like in Delta State in Ughelli, where there is oil exploration, the land, the soil no longer produce good tubers. You plant cassava to look like your finger because of degradation of the ecosystem. They still recognize us that we are the owner of the land. They call us Oye community. Me myself, they call me Oye family. It is our land. It is gazetted. But in South Africa, no. 75% of the land in South Africa belongs to the whites. And by political vetting, the 100% of the oil resources of Biafra land belong to the whites. And where we end up finding ourselves is a community of slaves. People living in a feudal system. What do you think you can get from a person that is oppressed mentally? That we wake up and consider what he's going to eat. Today in Europe, when me and you traveled for diplomatic tour in Europe, we discovered that people, adults, fathers, mothers, they don't struggle to labor for their children. What are they going? When these children that are not yet born, they have been planned for. Their future has been planned for. They will have their own mortgage. Then why will you be struggling to build a house? For who? For who? The little money they have, they spend it. They go for holiday. They call it what is it called? La pleasure. They go. The extra they have, they use it to enjoy themselves. That way here in Africa, even when we have access to labor, the little we have, we cannot enjoy it. We can't have holiday. We can't go for sightseeing. We can't not Mazi J.C.I. Tell me the day in the part of the year that you took all your family apart from the Christmas time. That you say, okay, let's go to one forest. Let's go to the beach. Let me and my family go out.
Get money for kidnapping.
I'm telling you. So the kind of life here, some people, what that we call kin. This question can be placed in different angle. The white man being the king.
Mazi, round up. Our time is up. So, okay. A conclusion.
Question,
2 ways.
In conclusion, question I'm asking here now, the conclusion. Where is your brother? Because we were endowed, we were meant to live together as co-inhabitants of the planet Earth. But due to slavery approach, you want to leave Europe and come and subjugate us. And then what you eventually decided to do is to pinch brothers against brothers. Because now, we are now being poverty has been weaponized. I'm not really too hard on the South Africans, the xenophobians. I'm not too hard on them because the poverty has been weaponized against them. So much so they don't reason again. They can't reason. Their land is being possessed by another person. And that is why they see you Nigerian, they see you Ghanaian, they see you Zimbabweans. When you visit, you now try to struggle and make ends meet. And then at the end of the day, they themselves, they don't have that creativity that they are being so bastardized mentally. So it's going to take a lot of education. We don't need to get it hard on them.
Okay, Mazi. Okay, Mazi Oforitse, I would like to stop you here. We don't need to get it hard on the South Africans. That is a message from Mazi Oforitse, and I personally think you are still talking to me because at planned a picketing of South African institutions and companies in Nigeria prior to this meeting. So Mazi Oforitse says that in the spirit of Pan-Africanism, in the spirit of brotherly oneness, that we should not take it too hard on these people. They've been subject of torture, trauma. This is mental manipulations. So we should take it a little bit easy with them and keep evangelizing, and correct them in love. So I think personally, I picked that.
You got my word, Mazi. I'm so excited you got my word. I'm grateful for this.
God bless you. God bless you, Mazi. Mazi Solomon, plays in 5 seconds. What is your party shot? What will you tell Biafrans? Oforitse told us we shouldn't take it too hard on the South Africans. What is your word of advice to every Biafran listening to you across the globe at this hour? Mazi Solomon.
At this juncture, we have to be mentally strong because there's a more temptation that is coming, and we have to focus on the good, and we have to love one another. Divide we cannot stand. According to the guy that spoke yesterday in US, that everybody has to, Mike Arnold, we have to come together. We have to come together, and there is a goal that we have to chase. You understand? It's Biafra. So we have to love each other. We should remove hate and backbiting among us, and we should focus on the main goal, and which we deliver all black from mental slavery. Thank you very much.
Mazi, God will bless you. Elohim will bless you. I appreciate you. Mazi Solomon is saying to you out there that you should remember the council, the wise council of the one I call pastor. I call him pastor because he's doing the job of a pastor. McArnold is doing more than Adeboye is doing. Sorry to tell you that on air. McArnold is doing more than what Oyedepo is doing in Africa.
The guy is a stark truth. You don't need to apologize to anybody.
A lot of people that have no home, McArnold are giving them home, put a roof over their head and put them in school. Oyedepo has not done that. Changing jets every day, building auditorium, collecting more money from the poor. So now, back I just want to add a little to that advice that Mazi Solomon has pointed us to, the Council of Michael Arnold, that we should unite. What does that tell you? Everybody come together because he says Biafra is coming and it's sacrosanct. I've said it before now. I don't just speak because of what I see when I go to Abuja. I speak based on what I see when I close my eyes. 4 weeks ago, I tell everybody go back to prayer. Those of us called for the spiritual assignment. I was writing articles, 3-4 articles I was writing at the same time. I got the reprimander, divine one. I was reprimanded on that. That's not your assignment. Nobody call you to come and write articles here. That's not your duty. Go to your duty post. We've gone back to prayer. I don't want to make noise about it. We don't want anybody to come under attack. We're not doing it for anybody to see. We're doing what Elohim asks us to do. He's a secret rewarder of those who diligently seek him. We have gone back to prayer full time because that's where our duty post lies. And we're praying. You're seeing the things that are happening. Last time I declared 21 days fasting and prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. in West Africa. On the last day of the prayer, the feast date for Motor Show, that's when a Motor Show came. And that episode ended. We're in the last episode in Sokoto. A new episode will soon open because Onyendu is not jailed. Onyendu went to Aton. He has almost finished paying. Once he says he's finished, he's coming home, and Biafra will soon start. Biafra is coming. Everybody, those called to pray, please return to prayer and pray earnestly. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every day. Anytime you close your eyes to pray, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know how much you can pray. Praying capacity are different. Grace are not the same. Please spend time to pray. Spend hours, spend 2 hours, spend 3 hours, spend 4 hours, 5 hours in a place of prayer. Pray for Hindu. Pray as the Spirit leads you. Pray for Donald Trump every day. Pray for Netanyahu every day. We break. There are people you must pray for. If you want to get to where we're going. Pray for McCarnott. Yes. Pray for McCarnott. Pray all the people before that were not working and started working. Pray for the so-called team that were trying to play funny game before. Everybody eye don't open. Everybody is working for our good. Biafra is coming. And I really pity I don't pity some people because they had the opportunity to repent, they refused. Because evil, they are filled with iniquity. If not, I would have said go and reconcile, but it's already too late. It's already too late. But stop doing evil. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a kind-hearted man. And so please stop doing evil because of tomorrow. Prosperity will still judge us. Biafrans all over the world, please, I love you. Continue doing what you're doing. Mazi Ikechukwu, we appreciate you. Barrister Ikechukwu, we appreciate you. Mazi Umeh, without you, I don't know what would have happened. A kind man. God will continue to bless you. Elohim will add more oil. So, Mazi George Umeh, we're so grateful you are blessed. All of you running around Onyendu, supporting Onyendu, Mazi Kanu, you will not be tired. Your strength will not grow weak. Emmanuel Kanu, Elohim will strengthen you. Ada, Elohim will uphold you guys. Anybody helping Onyendu in any way, one little way or the other, my God will not leave you. I love all of you. I appreciate you. God bless you. From me, from here, it is good evening. Mazi J.C.I. Onyeukwu is my name. Shalom. Mazi, we're through. We're finished. Mazi, can you hear me?
Is he offline now?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Mazi, can exit. Just exit from there.
Okay.